What's the matter with kids these days? No, I'm kidding. Students, what would you say to young people who are trying to get into the industry?
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Never surrender.
Yeah, that is exactly solid advice, because trying to get into this industry, particularly like the film side of it or TV side of it, and even theaters, kind of the same way, maybe a little less harsh, but it's just, you're going to have 1,000 people tell you you can't or no, but you got to keep doing it until you find the one that opens the door. And I was fortunate that I found the one that opened the door for me almost immediately, and I was able to circumnavigate.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You know what? There are a lot of people that know who you are, and when they've, like, because of the weird little circle that is the theater and film and TV industry, they're like, "Oh, you're friends with Jay Duckworth." That's actually opened a door for me.
Are you shitting
Yes,
me?
just that I knew you. Existing within the orbit of you is enough to get a job. So it was serious. Like when I first started on Bridgerton, the experience for Bridgerton, one of the people that ran the show, they were like, "Do you know Jay Duckworth?" I was like, "Yeah, Jay's a friend of mine." And they're like, "I thought that I..."
That's
and they're
really
like,
cool.
"Oh," and then their whole attitude towards me changed.
That's great. That's
And
really
all
cool.
because they had apparently been one of your students, and they absolutely loved you.
Oh, you're kidding
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they had learned something from you, and they had this positive experience with you, and they were like, "Oh yeah, because of your association with Jay, that must mean you're a good person."
Wow.
Joke's on them, but but yeah, no, it's and also another piece of advice that I learned early on was don't ever like kick someone to the curb.
Yeah.
Just because at the moment you think they can't help you. Don't ever get that attitude, because some people get that attitude of, "You're not big enough for me now." When you get just a little bit. But it could be that one person that you insulted that ends up throwing up a roadblock down the road. Because the industry, it's so small. Like, this is a very compact community.
It seriously
So
is.
It just, I would never give up, and try to stay on good terms with as many people as you can.
Yeah.
Because you never know who's going to help you and who's not. So.
You're the same?
Yeah. Pretty. My biggest, especially when I'm doing like panel work, it's always keep pushing forward. If you make a mistake, learn from it. Continue. That's how we evolve. That's how we progress our skills. That's how we progress ourselves. Be nice. Like I know we've talked about it. There's so much kind of discourse sometimes, especially like on the higher up side with industry work. And so the fact that people can just be jovial and friendly with each other without trying to actually use you, and just be genuinely want to be kind to folk. It's a big thing. People remember that.
How about you, Jay? What advice would you give to students?
Don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah.
Failure means you're going beyond your own reach. And if you are afraid to fail, you have already put up a wall that you will stop at. The second thing I would say is when you're throwing a ball over a wall, you don't aim for the top of the wall, you aim for over it. So whenever you're trying to achieve a goal, go further. Go beyond where you think you should, because you can always bring it back.
That's some solid advice now.
That's why that's why I'm a collegiate now.
Yeah.
I'm a man of letters.
Educated
You are a member of academia.